Hey Scorpio, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are going to be looking at your person and the energy and reality of that situation. All right. So when it comes to the energy, we do see things like, their thoughts and feelings towards you. And then obviously wanting to see that flowing through into the reality of the situation as well. Um, don't mind my little buddy here. He's just been missing his mum while I've been away, and so he's been very frisky the last few days since I've gotten home. He either will not leave my side or he wants to run around the house like a madman, but that's totally fine. So he probably will run off me in a minute anyway. But if you do want to leave a comment on one of my videos, I would really appreciate it. Not only will you go in the draw for a free personal reading, but you really do help support the channel as well. So make sure you like and subscribe so you can keep updated when that's drawn. But yeah, when we look at the energy of your person towards you, we do have the healing light lenormand there. When it comes to the reality of the situation, I do have the Tanis lenormand. And we also do have the Hidden Truth Oracle for some deeper, sort of under the surface messages as well. So, getting straight on into it for you today, Scorpio. Your person and their energy towards you, Scorpio. Energy towards Scorpio from your person. Not on my cards, buddy. He thinks he's a reader as well. Yeah, come back. Yeah. There we go. All right. So firstly, we do have the child has come through. Okay. So your person may have some sort of inner child wounds going on. They may just be having some obstacles with some stuff that's gone on from their childhood, because I do next have the mountain with that energy. Okay. So the mountain does talk about obstacles, delays, those sorts of things. So they may just be sort of putting in a bit of work to dealing with some things at the moment. The child really does talk about, still maintaining that sense of innocence and childlike wonder and whatnot as well. Oh my, sorry, he's jumped up onto something really high, and I didn't think he was going to make the jump. But yeah, so it can be sort of talking about having a sense of joy and wonderment as well, but it really does feel as though they're putting in some hard work at the moment to kind of um, deal with some stuff from their childhood. Okay, so once they climb that mountain, though, that's when you will see things sort of easier sailing once we get back down the other side of that mountain. All right, so they're just sort of dealing with some stuff. We do also have the clouds. All right, so it's kind of like, yeah, their thoughts are only on this issue at the moment. It can be a little bit of confusion, clouded judgment coming through from their energy. Possibly a little bit of anxiety or depression, just that overthinking. So they're kind of really stuck in thought over some stuff that's happened in their past. Definitely, it may, when I say the child and I'm saying childhood stuff, it doesn't necessarily mean when they were a small child. It could just be things from, the far past. Okay. It's just, that things that they haven't grown through properly as of yet. Okay, so this is kind of taking up all their energy at the moment, so we're not actually seeing much energy coming towards you, Scorpio. We're just seeing your person sort of trapped in their own mind at the moment, overthinking all this personal stuff that they've got in the background there. All right, so if you're wondering why your person has been feeling a little bit distant lately, they are just dealing with some things of their own. At the moment it does appear. All right, but we'll have a look at the reality of the situation. Scorpio, your person and the reality. Yeah, once again, I'm just seeing that coming through into the reality of what's going on between you guys at the moment. So, you may not even be in contact with your person at the moment because they are just dealing with some stuff, all right? I do firstly have the fox coming through, and as you can kind of see, curled up in amongst itself here, nestled into its little burrow. So it's kind of like, yeah, that's your person at the moment, just sort of curling inward and, being very independent, dealing with their own things. But we also do see the tree. So once again, that self-growth, just trying to grow through these things, get a bit more personal wisdom and knowledge about things that may have happened. Like I said, it's just flowing through into the reality at the moment, and they're kind of just sticking to themselves at the moment and dealing while they're growing. While they're growing and healing is happening here, they are just sort of staying very insular and independent of the connection, and just sort of really, really, it's focusing on self-survival really when it comes to that fox energy, all right? And then we also do have the feminine energy, all right? So the feminine energy is that, that especially with the tree, it's like they're trying to nurture themselves, look after themselves, probably doing a lot of things that they need to do for themselves and their own self-growth at this time, and feeling a bit emotional about it all too, okay? So they're just probably in a, not in the best headspace at the moment. They're overthinking things, dealing with things, and they are sort of coming through quite emotional at the moment as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if they are sort of keeping to themselves quite a lot while they're dealing with these things, and just sort of going through it. All right. So we do see with the feminine that they are, that more emotional side of things, that nurturing themselves at the moment as their priority. I do feel. But we'll have a quick look at, the most likely outcome for you, Scorpio, with this person. Most likely outcome for Scorpio with this person, please. Okay, and can I just get clarity? Can I just get clarity on that, please? Okay, so we do have the coffin and then the letter, and that was clarified by that child. All right, so once again, seeing the same thing coming through. We are ending that cycle, though they are sort of just dealing with that and learning how to close that all off. And with the coffin, we do see the lid being closed on things ending. All right, and then that can actually allow new things to come in after that coffin. So they are just sort of closing off some cycles for themselves, ending those chapters. As an outcome, they're really sort of going to be talking to you about this, I do feel, with the letter there. That's all about communication. So you probably will start to get more communication coming through, and they'll be telling you, look, I had this thing happen in the past, and I wanted to deal with it, make sure that I'd, gotten my closure from that and put that in the past. All right, so really close the lid on that past stuff. Once again, we do have that child to clarify that message. So yeah, they are really dealing with some, past stuff, very, very likely stuff from childhood. But we also do see that, once that has been closed out, that communication is going to be quite, innocent, playful, ready to start an adventure after that. But at the moment, they're just very, very focused on themselves and what's going on, within their own mind and heart at the moment. Okay, so just sort of really needing to have that time to themselves, I feel, to heal and work through these things that they're going through at the moment. All right, but we'll see if there's anything else that wants to come through with the hidden truth messages for you, Scorpio, and your person. What's the hidden truth of this connection? So sorry, Scorpio, it's going to be a very short video for you guys this week. There's, when we're getting the same message repeatedly, there's not really much else I can look into. Feel welcome to check your other placements, of course. Scorpio and your person. Okay, yeah. So once again, it's just coming through all over again. I can feel you, even though we are apart. All right. So they're definitely still feeling the connection and still feeling your support and your love. So keep sending that to them, whether you're physically with them or not. They can sort of feel that support for you. From you, I should say. So they can feel that, and that's probably what's helping them get through this at the moment. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. All right, so yeah, definitely going through some spiritual lessons, some self growth, all those sorts of things, facing some things that they probably have needed to face. But what we do see is once we have faced those sort of things and dealt with those things, that's when we really do start to see the opportunity to grow together. Obviously, there's a thing where you need to love yourself first before you can love anybody else, and that's what your person is working on at the moment. They are working on growing themselves and loving themselves, and dealing with that past stuff that is going to help bring them closer to you once that's all over and done with as well. So just be there to support them, and let them take the time they need to grow through this. It can be hard sometimes when we want to push a connection forward. But when if we're trying to push something forward, when somebody does need to, deal with some things or grow through some things, it will only, cause more heartache for you. So, sometimes we do need to allow things to go at their own pace and allow people to heal when they need to heal. So, if your person is a spiritual sort of person, chuck them onto the shadow work video that we did on the full moon. There may be something in there for them that can actually really help them, with this lesson that they're going through at the moment. All right, but like I said, I'm sorry it's not a lot more direct toward you today, Scorpio. But we read the cards as they come. We don't sort of make things up as we go to suit people or anything like that. It is a collective reading, also. So feel more than welcome to check your other placements, or your person's placements, and maybe get a bit more insight, from other angles. But um, that's what we have for you today, and I hope I will see you all again soon. Thank you.